Good morning. Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update, and this is Monday, and we're at June 2nd, 2025. Time about 8:15 a.m. So the big question is taco trading, and you hear that all the time. It's the term Trump always chickens out, taco. And the question is he going to chicken out by putting on the tariffs that we saw on steel and aluminum that are supposed to go into effect on Wednesday? You're seeing Europe's preparing countermeasures. Canada's gone into a defensive posture. So we will see just what this does and doesn't do. But it is important to pay attention to it. And I think that you have no choice but to do that. In terms of the stock market, it's taking that for a moment on a negative way. You can see in the gold market, the market's up, but gold's up off of the Iran situation with production of uranium that I talked about over the weekend. This could be a big problem for them. It's up because the UN meets coming up in about a week or so concerning this. We'll see if they get condemned. But remember, condemnation can come from all the countries, but nothing really happens because of China and Russia. They can veto anything they want in there, and that's probably what's going to happen. The dollar got hit on this pretty good, down 46 points. Now, you have to ask yourself, hey, what's going on in the energies? Why are they all up so strikingly this much? Well, part of it has to do with the fact that OPEC did increase production by 411,000 barrels a day, but that's well under what I wrote about in my report last week. So that's part. The next part is what happens with Iranian oil. We know that today, supposedly, or this week, I don't know when the meeting's going to happen between Ukraine and Russia, because Russia never delivered anything to Ukraine for the meeting, no memorandum, anything. And of course, the huge bombing that went on over the weekend, where this one can't be done with propaganda because they showed films of it actually taking place from the drones. So we know there was a lot of damage done, 40 planes wiped out, and we're talking big bombers, probably over $1 billion, $1.5 billion in damage. Mark on your calendar the 12th of June. That's when the next 30-year bond auction comes. I have doubts it's going to go well. Everything I'm reading says the big boys just don't want to own this long term. They're going for the 2 years, the 5 years. They want to stay in the short end of the market. And that's why you're seeing the curve yield move out one more time. And that seems to be the case here. Wheat up 11 cents today. Wheat's like the old pork belly market. Once it gets going, it can really fire up. Corn up 3 cents, the bean market down 2 cents. I don't know that we're getting anything really out of there. As we take a look at Bitcoin down 585 and natural gas coming back up to the spot that it broke down from before into the 380 area. We'll see if that's going to offer another sell opportunity. One just happened over the past week that really took the market down. And you have to ask yourself, are energies getting overdone here? That will be the big question that's on everyone's mind. Now, in terms of the news that you're getting at this point, you have the S&P Global Group. They're going to release their May final manufacturing number at 8:45. Construction spending for data, that comes out at 9. The ISM data, that's going to come out for the May manufacturing sector, and that's at 9. You know the tariffs I've just talked about. And uranium, well, Iran says it's all nonsense, that this is all political, and that they have done nothing wrong whatsoever. Okay, if you buy into that, there's bridges in Brooklyn you can buy. Remember, if you're interested in getting our information, our takes on the market, our market reports, our charting services like you're seeing, just go to iraepstein.com, free offers, and that's where it all sits. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day. Your icons will be up here that you can click for those offers. I will talk to you at the end of the trading day.